Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about the new tactical rifle scope from Kahles, the K540i. Kahles is an Austrian company with headquarters near Vienna, and it is the oldest sports optics manufacturer which still offers its products today. Right at the beginning of 2025, Kahles introduced this new very universal tactical rifle scope with a magnification from 5 to 40, and it features a 56mm objective lens. This is now the second scope Kahles introduced within a year, and it is also the second with the new wide angle eyepiece. This new eyepiece is, in my opinion, a big step forward since it offers a massive 40% wider field of view compared to the old 5 to 25 by 56 model. For comparison, at 5 times magnification, the 5 to 25 model has a field of view of 7.1 meters at 100 meters, and this model at the same magnification has 10.2 meters at 100 meters, which is also the widest field of view on the market for 5 times magnification. The 10.2 meters of field of view can also be compared to scopes with 4 times magnification or even less, and also a few times this Kahles with 5 times magnification has still a wider field of view than other scopes at 4 times, which is a really great achievement in my opinion. Now, for the scope itself, the whole scope is made from aluminum, and the only rubberized part on the device is the eyepiece here on the outside. It features a European style eyepiece, so the entire outer piece can be rotated and adjusted for the diopter setting. This adjustment is very smooth but also very stiff, so it is not easy to turn around, which I personally prefer, because when you make your adjustment and it fits perfectly to your eyes, it doesn't adjust unintentionally when you carry the scope around. Then we have the magnification ring, which is now, like on the 3 to 28 model, much wider, which is really nice, and you can really grab it with your whole hand, and because of that you can easily adjust the magnification, and it has also a really nice texture. You can have really good grip. Yeah, it does not slip down. The magnification ring features also a small throw lever, so that changing magnification is even easier. The entire magnification ring is also easy to operate with gloves, and again, because of the great texture, you will not slip down even when you wear gloves. The magnification goes from the biggest to the smallest, or opposite, in 180-degree turn, which is very fast and very easy to do. And the next thing is, like on the K540i model, now also this scope features a 36mm main tube. Because of that, we get great optical properties, but still a lot of elevation. The turrets are the same, we know it from other Kahles scopes, but more of this in a minute. And then the objective, as I said, 56mm objective lens, and the outside diameter is 62mm, and because of that it can be used also with clip-on devices. Because of the 5 times magnification and of course the wide field of view, it is also perfectly suited for clip-on devices, so you can immediately see the whole picture. that your device shows. I have to say also, aesthetically, this scope is also much more appealing than the 3-28 model because of the bigger objective. It is now not anymore almost the same like on the other model, so yeah, it is more aesthetically appealing in my opinion. The scope is made so that it can withstand all calibers, so it is completely shockproof. It is nitrogen purged, so it prevents internal fogging. It is also waterproof up to, I think, 4 meters of depth. The size of it is 408 millimeters. It is long, and it weighs 1110 grams. Now, it is quite heavy, but compared to similar scope from other manufacturers, both size and weight are average, so it is not too long and not too heavy. It is made in Austria in their own manufacturing facility, and the scope comes with 10 years of warranty. The price point, it comes for 4,500 euros, which is the most expensive Kahles till now, but it comes also with the biggest magnification if we take out the F-class scope, but for a tactical scope it is the one with the most magnification. The reticle is positioned in the first focal plane, and there are all in all 4 reticles available. For the DLR version, like this one is, only 2 reticles are available, the SKMR Plus and the SKMR 4 Plus. And for the normal version, we have additional the AMR reticle and the MSR2/KI reticle. Additional to the normal version, you have also the SKMR 4 Plus, which is also available for the DLR version. Illumination. All of the reticles are illuminated, but depending on the reticle, either only the center is illuminated or the reticle as a whole. The illumination is not perfectly daytime bright, but if you look on a darker target, you will perfectly see the illumination. If you look on a white target, then the illumination is not bright enough. You will see just a little bit of the red color, but it is not so that you could that the reticle would be very bright illuminated. The scope features also an automatic turn off feature for the illumination. After 2 hours, if you don't make any changes, the illumination turns off. It has no position sensor, so it is always on, but the intensity can be adjusted with this turret here, and it is a stepless illumination design, so the illumination gets brighter the more you turn, or darker the more you turn to the opposite side. I think this is perfectly made, and because of that you have countless intensity settings. Battery compartment is in the same turret, and it can be easily changed without any tools. And it is, as you can see here, it is also a small tool is here inside. And for the battery now, you can change it, as I said, without any tools. You just have to press it and the battery pops already out. So perfect battery compartment design in my opinion. Now for the turrets, they can be resetted or adjusted with this small tool included, which is in this cap here, and This is perfect in my opinion because you don't have to think about when you go to the range if you have your tool with it or not. Like this, it is always in the scope and can be really handy if you have to make some changes. It is also inside with the magnet, so when you take the cap out, you see it does not fall out, but with a small tap the tool comes easily out. So really well designed. What is also special at Kahles is that you can choose where you want to have your windage and illumination turrets. You can swap like this one has. Now the windage is on the left side, and I personally really like this option because I am a right-handed shooter, and with this with my left hand I can adjust the parallax here on top and also the clicks on the left. I don't need to go over the scope and make some adjustment, or even let my gun out of the hands and adjust it with the right hand. So in my opinion, this is the perfect solution. Turrets are, as I said, the same as on any other Kahles scope. Now the elevation turret on this scope is the DLR version, which means you have 10 milliradians or 10 mil of travel in one turn, so 100 clicks, and one click is 1 centimeter at 100 meters. The clicks are, as you can hear, very tactile, very clicky, and yeah, they are really perfect. The turret features also a zero stop, and when you adjust the turret you have still 2 clicks below zero. So if you have to make some changes when you come to a different range, you can still go under the zero. Now the entire elevation range of the turret is 29 mil, which is quite a lot, and because of that, with 10 clicks in one revolution, this is a multi-turn turret. With the normal version you have, I think, 15 mil in one revolution, and because of that the other turret is a double turn turret. What I also really like is this small turn indicator, this red dot on the top, and when you come to the second revolution, maybe you can see it from here better, the small pin pops out. So you immediately see now you are in the second revolution. When you go to the third revolution, as you can see here, the pin pops out even further, so now you have you can feel the indicator, and now you can easily see also the red and the white on this pin that you are in the third revolution. And like this you see almost 29 mil, what is the maximal elevation of this rifle scope. Clicks are really perfect, very audible, and you can really easily make every single click, and you don't have to worry that you somehow, if you want to make one click, that you go for 2 or 3 clicks like on some other scopes. As I previously said, with the tool you can very easily adjust the turrets. You just have to unscrew, or just to loosen this screw here and this screw on the other side, and then you can just rotate the turret back to zero. When you tighten the 2 screws back in, you're already set, so really easy to do so. Now under the elevation turret we have the parallax wheel, which is unique on Kahles scopes, and it can be adjusted from both sides, so it is perfect for left and right-handed users, and because of that the and because of that the Parallax is, in my opinion, one of the best designs on this scope. If you want to have a bigger Parallax wheel, it is also available as an accessory, but in my opinion the design is so well made that it fits for almost all of the users. The Parallax goes from 20 meters all the way to infinity, and you also have numbers for different distances which are very accurate from my tests. Now for the Windage Turret, also here the clicks 1 centimeter at 100 meters, but the difference is this is a single turn turret. You have only 6 mil in each direction, so as you can see here it doesn't go further, which is in my opinion perfect, because you cannot make any unintentional errors that you go when you're, let's say, at the 6 to the wrong direction back to the 0, and because of that this error is eliminated, and yeah, perfect design. Also on the Windage Turret the clicks are really nice. They are much more tighter together than on the Elevation Turret, but still they are very good and very tactile. Yeah, and as you can hear they have a really nice sound also. On the side of the Windage Turret we also have the twist guard. What Kahles says, it's called twist guard, and this small wheel rotates freely, and because of that when you bump the scope to, let's say, an obstacle, you don't have to worry about that the windage adjustment changes. So it is very well designed and it fulfills its purpose. Okay, this is about the turrets. Now for the optical performance, as I said, the magnification is from 5 to 40 and it has a 56mm objective lens, so it is a 8 times zoom factor magnification. And the specialty about this scope, as I said, is all the field of view. At 5 times magnification the field of view is 10.2 meters at 100 meters, and at 40 times magnification it's 1.3 meters at 100 meters. It is extremely big and perfect for DLR or PRS style shooting, because finding a target under time pressure is much easier, and it is also perfect for night vision and thermal attachments, because in the night you don't see with your naked eyes, so you only see when you look through the scope, and if you have a big field of view in darkness you can find your game much faster. The scope itself has no tunneling effect. The eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is 92 millimeters, so it is perfectly suitable for even the strongest recoiling calibers. It is quite forgiving in my opinion. You can really move away and a little bit further to the scope and you still have a perfect nice picture. The same is with the eye box. You can really move around behind the scope and you still have a perfect picture. It is really easy to stay behind and have a great image up to approximately 30 times magnification. When you go up the magnification it gets a little bit more difficult, but still it is perfectly fine and it is still one of the best eye boxes on the market, especially for this magnification. Now the eyepiece itself is great. You have a really big image when you look through the scope with almost no edge around. So when you look inside, this circle around the image is really minimal. You really have only a thin line all around. And like the K328, these are the most comfortable rifle scopes to look through, in my opinion. The image quality is as expected on the highest level, but I noticed that I had to look around or to look through the scope from a slightly different angle to get a clear image of the lower portion of the reticle and the objects I observed on the edges. So when you look perfectly through the scope in the middle, you have a perfectly fine image, but let's say the more you go to the edges, a little bit blurrier the image gets. But if you move behind the scope just a little bit, so you have a different angle, you look in the scope, the image gets perfectly sharp again. Yeah, it is a downside in my opinion, but the big field of view is still better than just a perfectly crisp image, because as I said, you can find your targets much easier even if the image is not perfectly crisp. Okay, now what do you get in the box with the scope? First of all, you get cleaning cloth, then you get a neoprene scope cover, then a patch with the name Kahles on it, and lastly a warranty certificate and also the user manual where you can find all of the data or everything you need to know about your scope. Okay, now for a short summary. First of all, the positives. Let's start with the optical quality. As I said, in the middle perfectly crisp, but also on the sides when you move a little bit around. It is not perfect, but especially the big field of view makes it perfect. Then we have the build quality. It is made perfectly. You cannot find anything on the scope which is not well made, in my opinion. Then the clicks are great. They are very audible, tactile, and also the turn indicator is perfect. The zeroing is also very easy to do, and I really like the included hidden zeroing key. Then parallax and windage adjustment. This is really nice to have, that you can swap these two like you personally prefer. Also what I like is the parallax location. It is, as I said, on a perfect position for left and right-handed users. What is also a positive is that you get a lot of accessories from Kahles, like a bigger parallax wheel, a throw lever, and many different other things as well. Now, where do I see room for improvements? I would really like to see same reticles for DLR and normal versions, because why shouldn't you have the reticle and turret like you would want? Then there is currently no MOA version available, but I'm sure it will come later this year or in the beginning of next year. And lastly, as I said, with the image quality at the sides. So yeah, this is it from my side. Okay, this was a short video review of the new Kahles K540i. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.